what I want to do, let me give you an example of what I would say is pretty bad writing. We'll upload that into ChatGPT. See if I can do that. Let me see if I can read you what the bad writing is. So you can, I don't think I can show it on ChatGPT. I just had to Google this one and say, you know, find bad legal writing. This is one of the first hits. And I don't even know if it's from a case, but the writing was, we think it fair to say that the resolvement of the case at bar depends upon the judicial stigmatism of the court deciding it. The learned district judge and ourselves are required to appraise facts in relation to, first, causation, and second, a standard of care. Our appraisal happens to differ with his, and we find the same difference in the books. It is an application of facts to a point of law. We should begin, therefore, with a statement of those facts. Okay, I don't really know what that's saying. I mean, I think I do, but I don't really know. So what I want to tell ChatGPT is, read this and wait for the next prompt. I basically want it to rewrite this. And it should just say, okay, I read it. What do you want? So then what we'll do is the prompt, which I think was on the slide, but it basically says, I want you to write this, top level. Here it is. We want to revise it to standards of top tier court admissions, ensure clarity at a 12th grade level without compromising depth, active voice, simple but elegant language, parallel structure. So we'll say rewrite using these parameters. And you can see you don't have to spell it right. It gets it. There we go. See, it rewrites it, but it's still a little much. So we'll just say more clear. Too many words. Now that's a little bit better. I can understand that. The resolution of this case depends on the court's perspective. Okay, so that's pretty good. And so you can kind of take that ad nauseum and push that as far as you want to get the type of writing that you exactly want, whatever parameters you're using. All right, getting back to this, creating rules and frames. I'm sure a lot of you guys know about Friedman's rules of the road, the rules under David Ball, Reptile, the safety stuff, Mark Mendel's frames. So what's pretty cool I found about this is if you tell ChatGPT, I want you to take this case, the facts of this case I have, and give me the rules of the road for this case. And I've been doing that, and it's very helpful. I don't know about you, but before this, I would spend how much time researching, pulling books, seeing what other attorneys did if I want the rules of the road in a car crash case or whatever. And so I started doing this with ChatGPT, and I've been really impressed. So in case anyone doesn't know, Rules of the Road, famous book, I think I have it over here, by Rick Friedman. It basically, as I understand it, puts out rules to kind of understand cause of action. Instead of saying negligence is a failure to act reasonably under the circumstances. Well, what does that mean? Whereas Rules of the Road comes in and says, well, here are the rules. Follow the speed limit. You don't drive too fast. You put on your turn signal. So those are the rules of the road that are indicative of motor vehicle negligence. Rules of the Road, David Ball, Reptile, another famous book. Basically, the takeaway of that is you want to show that what the defendant did was dangerous and dangerous to the community at large. Mark Mendel's framing is all about finding an overall frame of your case, profits over people, system failure, things like that. And so ChatGPT, if you ask it, it quote unquote knows that